Hello ladies and gentlemen of the jury. In today's video I'm actually going to be following up on the Boeing 737 MAX 8 aircrafts that left 346 people dead. Specifically, I'm going to be talking about why Boeing intentionally donated $100 million to a victims fund and how that correlates to their litigation strategy. Let me just start off by saying I am absolutely not demeaning the value of $100 million and the good it could potentially do if it is put into the right hands. However, I am just making this video to suggest that Boeing is not doing this out of the kindness of their heart, but to potentially save them money in the long term. And let me explain why. First, I think the $100 million donation is meant to deter claimants from filing a lawsuit against them. I have some friends who represent some of the victims and their families, and I've heard time and time again that it is just hard to get into the client's head that individuals can hold third-party companies accountable. I guess it's just their local culture that the government handle anything of this sort of magnitude. And I think what Boeing is thinking is that by donating $100 million to the local authorities in the areas, the victims will say, okay, listen, I'm going to pursue my recovery with the local authorities who now have access to this fund and not pursue litigation in America against Boeing, which they are entitled to because Boeing is domiciled in the United States. In my last video about these crashes, I stated that I believe a conservative number for the amount of monetary compensation for each victim is around $10 million. And I wouldn't be surprised if that number is a lot more because of the aggravating factors of these circumstances and just the pure destruction that Boeing's negligence has likely caused. I mean, 346 people are dead. And if you take that $10 million number and times it by 346 victims, that's $3,460 million. So I don't think it's unrealistic that that $100 million donation would prevent 10 people, especially those who are not aware of the American judiciary system, from filing a claim. So that's the first reason why I think Boeing made this $100 million donation. And the second is kind of similar, but I think they're trying to win the court of public opinion with this donation. What makes America's judiciary system so great is the jury system. Usually a jury consists of 12 normal people. And no matter how much we try to prevent it from happening, it is impossible to stop jurors from carrying outside influences into the jury box. So what I think Boeing is trying to do is convince the public that they are trying to make things right in hopes that when these cases come up to trial, the jury verdicts are lower. That's it for today's video, but let me just end by saying this. I know there are a lot of really good people who work for Boeing, and it's not any one person's fault for what happened, but ultimately Boeing's job is to provide the best product and make the most profit as possible, and it is the job of the American judiciary system to pursue justice. And in a civil complaint in which no criminal charges can be filed, the only remedy is money. So how do we make Boeing pay for what they've done to these 346 people? I rest my case.